training harder now. I'm training a lot harder now. You know, now I have good people to train with. I'm a much better fighter now than years ago. I feel great. I can feel the energy from finally taking supplements and eating right. You know, because before in my career I never really ate like this, and I never took supplements my whole career. I didn't understand it, and I didn't have nobody really to break it down for me. But Kerry Cage actually broke down the nutrition for me and supplements and which supplements to take and stuff like that. And I believe him because you know he did Ricky Hatton's nutrition for like 8 years. So you know I consider it a blessing to meet someone like this in my state of career. You know, I'm 30 now, and you know I've been fighting for like 8 years. So you know I think it's about time that I start doing this type of stuff. It's a good move on my part. It can't hurt you to eat good and take supplements after you get done training. I'm about to have a shake right now if I can find some water. I feel that there's a big difference in my preparation for this fight than the previous ones. So I'm really I looked at the fights that I had with him years ago, and I was pretty ashamed of myself. I was like, man, I was a terrible fighter back then. I didn't know nothing. I don't know how I even make it to the championship to fight him. How did I even make it to the finals in that tournament to fight him? You know what I'm saying? I was terrible. I was terrible back then. I just looked at it not too long ago. Watch the fight. I sucked. Maybe the rules in the UFC might give me an advantage, but you know I like the prior rules as well. Because if I get them on the ground, I'm better at kneeing on the ground than the head and stuff on the ground. And UFC, you can't knee the head on the ground. It kind of like took one of my major tools away from me. So you know I like me personally. I like both rules. If you can combine the two, it'd be a perfect world for me. I'm not thinking about nothing else but beating Wanderlei. That's the only thing that's on my mind. I'm not worried about a title. I'm not worried about who got the titles. I don't care about. I'm not worried about who's selling T-shirts in the crowd. You know. What I'm saying? I'm not worrying about who's coming to my after party. You know. I'm not worrying about who people booing, who people cheering. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not worried about what Wanderlei says in his interviews. I'm not worried about what Forrest is saying or whoever else. I'm not worried about none of that stuff. All I care about is beating my opponent. It's my job. So I'm very focused this fight. Very focused. It's the most focused I've been ever in my career. Hopefully, if God willing, everything keeps going as planned, I'll be in the best shape that I ever been. Hopefully my body be in the best shape that it's ever been, and I can go out there, put on a great performance, and leave victorious.